Welcome back to the countryside here in Belarus. It's now late autumn. The weather's less than spectacular and we're making our preparations for winter. Now, coming from Melbourne, Australia, winter for me meant three things. I had to put a jumper on, I did not have to mow the lawn anymore, and I could whinge about the weather a lot. Now those three things hold true for here as well, but also because it does get down to -20, we have to make a fair few changes around the farm just for winter, something I had no idea about. So I've got my special working on the farm coat and beanie on. Come and have a look at what we have to do. We have down here now in the cellar is several large bags of cabbages. These are for the chickens. In winter, something I didn't think of is the chickens' water freezes all the time, so providing them something to drink is quite difficult. And the cabbages are very high in water, so we give them a cabbage each day, and that becomes a large source of food and water for them. I see the light down here in the dungeon has decided to go all Freddy Krueger and flash on and off. I guess it doesn't like the cold weather either. But of course, these cabbages just didn't appear here. We had to go and get them. A couple of days ago, this was a field of cabbages as far as the eyes can see. Now they've harvested it, but there are still a few remnant cabbages left behind, and the locals come out to forage for the leftover cabbages, to feed themselves, to feed their chickens. Nothing goes to waste here. There's hundreds of these small cabbages that are too small for commercial purposes, so our bag's going to be pretty full pretty quick. I don't think we're going to get any more cabbages in this car.
I will chicken will. I think chicken will.
Oh, problem.
Из-за чего он загорелся? Все.
Oh, light problem.
I think chicken will happy.
Will be happy.
Will be happy.
Yes, they will be happy.
Chicken, yum, 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 yum.
Chicken.
I think the chickens are going to be eating cabbage for a month. Oh, maybe all winter.
All winter?
Yes, okay. When I first got here, I thought it might be really nice to make a really nice lawn out the front here at the back of the house. But very quickly it's become evident why nobody does this. Every morning we wake up to this. This is moles. We have moles. Reminds me of that film Caddyshack from the 1980s where Bill Murray's chasing the gophers around the golf course. You just come out every morning and it's carnage. I wonder what they do in winter. This device here you can hear rattling away, which is basically just a plastic bottle on a metal spike, is meant to rattle and scare the moles off, but obviously it only makes noise when it's windy, and by the looks of the yard it's not doing a very good job. we are inside the greenhouse. You might remember it from summer when it was full. As you can see now, she's totally empty, and this is the way she'll stay all winter. -20. There's just no way you're going to grow anything in here. We have these blue barrels there for water for the greenhouse. Of course, now it's winter, the water will freeze, expand and break the barrels. So these have all been emptied, and now we're going to take them away and put them in the shed. Another part of our winterization process is our flower pots, our custom made flower pots. When the snow and the ice gets in there, it'll freeze, expand, and once again, because this is just cement, it'll explode the pots. So they have to be covered with plastic. I'll show you an example of just how powerful the winter is here. Last season, water got in under these tiles, it froze, expanded when it froze of course, and it's popped all these bricks off. It's also lifted all the tiles. It's too late now in the season to try and do anything about it this year, but next year we'll have to strip all this out, put a waterproof membrane in, and then relay the tiles and the edge bricks as well. She's a quiet old street now. I think we have 10 houses in our street, and of the 10 houses I think there's only 2 that are still occupied. Everybody else has gone back to the city, to their apartments. It's getting cold now. These summer houses are not insulated properly for the winter. Add to that, there's other complications like this is the fresh water supply, this well. Pretty much every street around here has a well in it where you get fresh drinking water because there's no mains water here. Now of course, sub-zero, this well is frozen. You can't get any water out of it anymore, so that cuts off people's fresh water supply, also forcing them to leave. With our house, we have a 70-metre bore drilled straight down, so we always have a water supply. If you look up on top of that pole there, you'll see a giant bird's nest. That's the nest of the iced, or as we would say in English, stork. He's one of the national emblems of Belarus, and as you can see, his nest is open and exposed, and winter's coming. I sort of thought, wow, that's crazy, but I've since found out that the old stork, he doesn't like the cold. He's gone south. He's gone down to Africa for the winter, so he's made his winter preparations. Whoa. That is slippery. We've got just the thinnest layer of snow on top of the road, but where the cars have driven over it, it's been compacted into a layer of ice, very slippery ice. The old Nikes, the old Nike runners, they're not coping very well. Might be time to go into the winter boots. It looks like our time to get ready for winter is up. Here comes the snow, thick and heavy. Well, it looks like winter is upon us, and there's no doubt that I'm a super soft Australian. So the only question is, Marina, will I survive winter?
Yes, of course. No, for you, not variant. Red wine and samagon, Russian
Excellent.
samagon and salt fish. No variant.
Okay, cheers. Cheers. See you next time.